Hello and good morning, my friends, and welcome to today's full day of eating while trying to do keto. At the time of filming this video, I had been on keto for about a week or so, which is about how long I did it for, and I'll talk about that later on in the video. And because I know you guys are going to ask, my tank top is from Under Armour. My shorts are from Lululemon. They are the run, speed run, short, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember. Those are my Oakley sunglasses that I got from glassesusa.com. There's a quick shot of the playlist that I'm listening to. And I just got this brand new running belt thing. I can cover that in more detail in a different video if you guys are interested in which one I like and what I like to do. I have cut down on the workouts quite a bit lately. I'm just like having a really hard time getting out the door and focusing on my exercise. But when I do, I'm trying to remind myself, like, I get to do this. It's not that I have to do this, it's that I get to do this. And it's a reward. And that's really helping me convince myself to get out the door and do it. And I do always feel better when I'm finished. So I am trying to stretch my IT bands just a little bit because they've been a touch tight lately. There's a little Speedy action for you. I did have some questions on Speedy. He is a toy poodle. We've had him for about 4 years and he is a rescue. So he was definitely, he was the stud at a puppy mill, and he was abused pretty heavily by a man who I think kicked him a lot. So he's scared of men and he's scared of feet and fast movements, although he has gotten a lot better in the time that we've had him, but he's definitely not a normal dog, I would say. I wanted a shower this day, but I was so hot that I decided to sit down and edit a video while I drank some water to cool off before I got into the shower. So this is me doing a little bit of YouTube work. And then my sister-in-law actually just called to ask me a couple questions, so I'm talking to her for a few minutes while I'm editing. What's interesting about spending more time on like your business, if you want to call YouTube your business, is that it can consume you, right? You're working for yourself and you can definitely overwork. That's something I think I'm definitely doing right now. Dave and I are talking about it and trying to find better hours for myself. Out of the shower, time for breakfast. I have 2 tablespoons of butter in this pan, to which I'm adding 2 scrambled eggs. If you guys have never like just soaked your eggs in butter, you should, because it's delicious. And I'm gonna have an avocado on the side. Some people like avocado toast, but I just like to eat it with a spoon. I adore avocado. I don't need anything on it. Hey, here's my breakfast. I actually like my eggs a little overdone, a little bit brown. I don't really like them runny so much, but here's my 2 eggs, and my avocado smells so delicious. Over here on my app, I just added the butter, and it's looking like this breakfast is a whopping 670 calories. That's amazing. And my head's cut off again. Every time. Lunchtime, my friends, and I am sitting here with a bell pepper that I picked from my own garden. It's so exciting. And then I have this little sandwich. So if you remember, I got this keto bread from my discount bakery outlet for 88 cents for a 6-pack. So this is a keto bun with some turkey and some cheddar cheese right there and some mayo. These keto things. And they said that 88 cents for the pack was a really good price. 1 total carb. So crazy. I don't even know how they do that. It's it doesn't taste like bread, but it's pretty close substitute. I'm no keto expert, my friends. I think you know that. I have been trying to learn. I did that keto grocery haul and then my keto meal prep video. If you guys haven't seen that, I will leave the full video down below, some delicious recipes. I've been eating like that kind of stuff for the last week, and I'll get into more on my thoughts about what the diet does for me personally at the end of this video. For now, because I'm no expert, I wanted to tell you guys about the app that I'm using to track everything. Called the Keto Diet app. I am partnering with them on today's video, so they did provide me the app for free, which was awesome. And if you guys want to try out the Keto app, use my link down below. They're gonna give you 50% off your entire first year. So it's $25 for the entire year. So like $2 a month to help you keep track of your keto stuff. So you enter in all your information. It'll kind of calculate out for you the carbs, fat, protein, calories based on your goals, your current size, male or female, activity level. You can add your food in a whole bunch of different ways. Barcode, you can just add it manually, or you can even speak into it, which I'm gonna try for dinner, so I think that'll be really cool. And then it'll calculate everything. So in addition to just tracking your food and it telling you how much you've had of your goal for the day, they have education about the keto diet right in the app, recipes. So if you're looking for new stuff to do, they have a ton of recipes that you can flip through and pick, like different salads, beginner stuff, slow cooker information. They even have dessert recipes on this app. I think I'll be working these in tomorrow. They even have live chat with a keto-friendly nutritionist. So you just open it up and start a conversation. And you just type in your questions, and then you could talk to a live nutritionist who knows about keto. So whatever your goals are with keto, I think the app could be super helpful for you. If you don't want to subscribe for the $25, you can just click my link as well and download the app and just use the free version. It just doesn't have as many of the features as the full version does. I will see you guys at dinner. For dinner tonight, I'm making some marinated chicken fiesta rice bowls or whatever. So my family's having rice, but I'm not. This chicken, I just have some lime zest and juice mixed with some ancho chili sauce, kind of marinating right now. I have some poblanos, some onion, paid these up with some oil. Cook the chicken, build bowls, and then I'm gonna top it with like cilantro, cheese, sour cream. It's gonna be really, really good. I found that for me, at first, I thought keto was like really difficult because I was like, oh, I can't handle these things. Dinners have been pretty easy because it's essentially a protein with veggies. So if you just simplify it like that and do like protein with veggies, you're good. And if you need some extra fats, you know, we'll throw on some avocado, we'll throw on some cheese, we'll throw on some sour cream. It's actually not that hard. Or like maybe a little bit of extra oil or butter or something like that. This is what we're having for dinner. I'll show you the finished product when everything is done. Here's the dinner. So everybody else has rice on the bottom of their chicken and sauteed veggies, as you can see. So this is like a normal size bowl. This is my bowl, and for my base, instead of rice, I put 1 serving of this kale slaw salad. I even got out my kitchen scale and weighed it out, 85 grams. This is so much salad. I don't even know that I can finish that. For that much food is only 35 calories. Pretty amazing. And then each person can choose how much this is. So this is sour cream with some taco seasoning and lime juice and water to thin it out so it's drizzleable. Lime squeeze wedge, some cilantro, and some pickled onions. Everyone can top theirs however they want, and that is a way to do like a keto dinner for you, and then everyone else can have normal stuff. I added my toppings. There's my completed meal. I'm going to enter this into my app and sit down and enjoy my very delicious dinner. So good. Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. Let's track the dinner on my app right now so I can see where I ended the day. I'm fairly full. So I think I'm gonna use the talking feature this time. Chicken breast, salad. Oh, there it goes, okay. Wow, it just like found it. 5 ounces of chicken breast, that's so crazy. 85 grams of kale slaw, 2 tablespoons sour cream. Okay, that's very cool. I like the voice activation is pretty sweet. I'm right at my limit of net carbs of like 22 grams essentially. I'm low in fat and low in protein and low in calories. So I guess I didn't eat enough. I'm just under 1,500 calories for the day, and they're giving me about 1,750 calories for the day, which I still think is a little on the low side. I tend to lose weight at about 1,700 calories a day, but I do feel full right now, so there's that. What I wanna do now is kind of talk about my personal experience with keto and like what I think about it as we finish this video, just as someone who's tried it. Before I'll give you that, I just wanna say that nutrition is very complicated. I don't believe there's any one diet that works for everybody because everybody's bodies are different. My personal experience is exactly that. It's just my experience. Pros on the keto diet. I leaned out. I don't know that I lost like weight necessarily, but I did lose water. When you cut the carbs out, your body releases a lot of water. I could see abs. And I'm not saying that if you do keto for a week, you're gonna get abs. I have a fairly lean stomach anyway, but I didn't have abs. It's just like the water bloat went away, basically. And you could see the muscle that was underneath, which was awesome. One thing I really liked was the simplicity of just focusing on like proteins and vegetables as your main source of nutrition, which is very freeing. I went several days without tracking anything, and all I focused on every meal was protein, vegetables, and a fat of some kind. And it's just really satisfying to just load up your plate with those things and taste really delicious food and not have to worry about the rest of it. Here's some other things I noticed on keto. I wouldn't not call them pros or cons or anything, just things I noticed. is I was very, very thirsty. I felt like I was thirsty all the time. Is that a thing? Am I crazy there? At every meal, I was able to eat to 100% fullness. I would eat a meal and I would be stuffed, like stuffed as soon as the meal was over. I was like, wow, I am full. But about an hour to an hour and a half later, I would not be full anymore. So maybe that means just my fat intake is just not high enough. So that's something that I'm kind of learning for myself. But I would be like really, really, really full and then really hungry, not too much later. Here are a couple of cons I noticed for me. So the keto experts, I would love for you to weigh in and tell me what you think about what do these symptoms mean? Am I doing it wrong? I have no idea. First of all, I noticed that I was getting headaches and I felt like I couldn't think very well. This started at about day 4. First 3 days were fine. Like I wasn't hungry, I felt fine, everything was good. And then just felt gross. I guess that's that keto flu people talk about. I just didn't feel good. Headaches, really tired, sluggish thinking. Like I felt very dumb and like my brain doesn't work. Normally, when I wake up in the morning, I don't eat before I go work out. Not typically hungry. I work out early enough in the morning to where like, I'm just not hungry yet. But when I was doing keto, starting on day 3, when I woke up in the morning, I was like, everybody move. And I had to eat the second I woke up. That's how hungry I was. Felt like my appetite was ramped way, way higher. I was starving when I woke up in the morning. And that is not normal for me at all. Don't really know what that's about, but that was very inconvenient for me to wake up and need to eat immediately. So that was very odd. Didn't love that. That was not fun for me. Here's a big con, in my opinion, about going like strict keto. And before I tell you what it is, I want to re-emphasize that everybody's bodies are different. I know people that have been doing keto for like 3 or 4 months and they can stay in ketosis at like 70 to 80 grams of carbs a day. I realize that's not everyone. Some people do need to be around 20. Some people can do 50. Everybody is different. So I think that's why it's important to individualize your diet. And when I say diet, I don't mean a plan of eating to lose weight. I just mean a diet is what you eat. That's all it is. But here's the biggest con for me. I don't like feeling like I have to limit my vegetable intake because my carbs might go too high. That bothers me. The kale salad and the green bell pepper, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's got 5 grams of carbs in it. I'm gonna hit 20 before I know it. I'm just not a big fan of that, personally. Tell me what you guys think. If you agree with that, disagree with that, I would love to know. Fear of going over like your carb limit, like does something to me mentally when these should be really healthy food choices. One of your questions is probably, why the heck am I doing this at all? I have long preached my love of carbs and that's not going away anytime soon. But something I do like to do is try different diets because I don't know that I can give full opinion if I've never actually done it. Because of that, I thought it was a fun experiment just to try it. Really enjoyed some of the things I was able to do. I really enjoyed the keto meal prep day that I did. Like I was really having a good time with all of the different vegetable flavor combinations. Was really fun, and it's a good way to just bump your vegetable intake. Found I didn't miss pasta, I didn't miss bread, I didn't even really miss potatoes with all the delicious food that I had. What diet do you follow? I get asked that all the time, and I've always said I don't really follow any particular diet. I just eat food. Do you do keto? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you feel deprived? Do you feel amazing? Do you get the brain fogs? What? I'm just so curious about it. Once again, if you want to check out the Keto Diet app, I do have a link down below. There's a free version, or if you want to go full enchilada, through my link, they'll give you 50% off your first full year, which is only $25 for you. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.